we are Rob and Ali, sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel.
We are going to do a whistle-stop review of all the cruises that we have done in 2023. Al, it's been an unbelievable year.
That's what he thinks whistle stop, but once I get going.
It has been an unbelievable. I was checking this out earlier. Can you believe we have done 9 cruises this year on 5 different cruise lines with 5 different ships, and we have spent a total. Well, we will have by the time the end of the year comes a total of 43 nights on cruise ships. Now, I know if you're retired or if you do a lot of cruising, that's sort of like not a surprising number. But we work and we've got a family. It's like 43.
Yeah, that's the thing.
43 nights on a cruise ship.
We both work full time. And we've managed to do this, one, because we kind of stopped getting takeaways and going on nights out at weekend for meals out and things like that. Which
Stopped eating, stopped sleeping.
To pay for all this. But we cut back on all that kind of thing because we realised we could go out we could go on a cruise for these 3 days, almost once a month.
There have been some fantastic deals on offer this year.
Amazing.
Whether they'll stay on into next year, who knows? But
that's why we grab them. Grab them while you can get them.
Yeah,
that would be our main advice to you. If you see a bargain, just grab it and go for it.
So we started off the year. We saw the new year on Royal Caribbean Quantum of the Seas.
Oh,
what a ship!
I love this ship.
It is an amazing ship. It's, you love it or you hate it. It is, or it can be like a big floating shopping mall, or it can be a big adventure playground, whichever way you look at it.
I don't know how you can say a big shopping mall. I know people do. I hate shopping malls. I absolutely loathe them. And do you know, I get a
Well, it did have the same music playing over and over again.
That was a pain. I mean, I quite like Adele, but after sort of 10 nights listening to Adele, every kind of this tape went round for about 15 minutes. And on it came again. And actually, you couldn't escape it. It was in the lifts, it was in the corridors, it was just everywhere, this music.
We've got 9 cruises to get through, though.
Okay, all right. So I just wanted to say, people have said to me, though, about these huge cruise ships, that's why the reason they would hate them is they would feel like you're sort of trapped in the middle of the ocean, in a giant shopping centre, and you can't get away, and it's the same people you're seeing, and it just sounds like a nightmare. I actually get a sort of claustrophobia from those sort of shopping centres and anything that feels like that feels tight in. You don't get that feeling on the Quantum. It is absolutely a stunning ship.
So many activities.
People.
You've got so many activities.
You'll have to watch our other videos, but
yeah, I'm not going to go through them all. But there was some standout, and the entertainment standout. What I would say is, if you're going on the Quantum of the Seas, we were fortunate we got to all of our ports. However, there was a very long wait, some of them for getting off and back on. You've got nearly 5,000 people that you're trying to get off and on at tender. If you're going on this ship, go for the ship, not the ports.
Don't go for the ports. You will be disappointed if you can't get off, or you just give up trying to get a ticket to get off. Did we give any a miss?
No, we were lucky, but it did. I think it took 4 hours to get off at Port Vila, so it's just like Anyway, moving on then, Valentine's Day.
Oh, yes,
Valentine's Day, and your mum and dad and your sister were here as well. So we pushed the boat out, didn't we? Oh, that was accidental. We did. We went on Cunard, Queen Elizabeth, Melbourne to Tasmania.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a 3-nighter, wasn't it? Although we did make it a bit longer with a couple of stopover, but that was a great way to spend Valentine's. A great way to have some very nice meals with family that we don't get to see very often because they're in the UK. So
so mum and dad at the time were in their late 80s. They're now dad's 90 now.
99,
so it was a nice ship to be able to have that that more kind of refined
It was.
ship.
You know what the biggest error we made on the Queen Elizabeth, with it being a 3-day,
Yes.
was getting off at Burney. It was a 3-nighter. We should have spent that day on the ship, enjoying the ship, rather than get off at Burney, because you really don't have too much time. And that was a mistake. It was beautiful. Never mind, we may get back on one of the Cunard ships. They come around here occasionally, down our way in Australia. So
So Cunard, quick roundup of that one. Cunard, it's a beautiful ship, very traditional, as you can imagine. The wait staff are very traditional. I'd say almost a little bit standoffish, almost that butler kind of style of serving. So if you like if you want to be more of your high five with the people behind the counter, you're not going to get
I'm not
that
sure
there.
whether it was a little bit different because we were on a 3-nighter instead of the big voyage, but either way, it was a great way to spend those few days in
beautiful.
February with family.
The food was beautiful, but I did expect it to be, I guess for Queen Elizabeth, I expected it to be exquisite, and I'd say it was lovely, it was really good, but it didn't go to that really exquisite side.
Yeah.
I know that sounds a bit strange,
Hey,
but anyway.
wouldn't stop us going
Beautiful.
again.
Yes,
Wouldn't stop us
lovely.
going again. Oh, Easter was the next one, wasn't it?
This was the 7 nights?
Yeah, that
Yep,
was South Pacific, wasn't it? On the Carnival Luminosa, that's right. And your mum and dad were still with us, and the girls came with us as well. So that really was a big family holiday, wasn't it? And we were fortunate we got to see all of the ports once again and do some, Actually, it was interesting, wasn't it? Because Carnival Luminosa is a fun ship, and it's sort of got this...
It's got a reputation.
Not necessarily a
Think-
reputation, but I think it would probably see it as being geared more towards the younger end. But as you said, your mum and dad, they're in their late 80s. They had a ball as well, got dressed up. We had the nice
So we had
meals,
our-
went to the entertainment.
Older teenage girls with us as well, mum and dad and us. So we all like different things, all at different stages of our lives, and as I say, like different things. In fact, even between the girls, they like completely different things. So the beauty of this ship is there's so much going on. I guess on most ships there's a lot going on, but this packs a lot into this ship. So everybody can go off
I'm
and do their
not
own
sure for the younger kids how that would go on, because like you say, I was a late teenagers, well, they're 18 and 19
thing.
now, but...
Mini adults, aren't
they haven't got the same facilities on the Luminosa as some of the other Carnival ships, so I don't know.
for the little ones.
But certainly for us, for the late teenagers, right the way up to 90, we all had a ball.
There's plenty to do,
Had a
lots to
great
do. We find this a very, it feels like a very, it's almost, I'm not saying like home, but it has a more homely feel, so it's not as grand. It's just isn't as grand, and it
One of
isn't
our
as
dogs is
formal.
sleeping and snoring.
It's bored already. It's not as grand as some of the other ships, but it just has that friendly, nice feel to it, and you don't get quite as lost on the Luminosa, I don't think,
Fantastic.
as you do on some of the other ships. I mean, you just get lost the whole time.
Yeah, it is small. Being a smaller ship, it's
So it has that much easier that we can all meet up in a place and things like that. Great ship if you've got a
And-
mixed group with you.
and the Carnival, the Luminosa's got bigger cabins. They're bigger cabins because they've got this
Yes.
little area with the sofa in as well.
That's
so,
right.
but yeah, then you get with the Princess and the P&O ships. So
And you want to take back your pizza.
Exactly. I was just going to go there. So late at night on your sofa with your table, late night pizza. Way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feet on the table.
Where do we go there?
Then we went to Papua New Guinea.
Oh, we did. That was the big cruise. Wasn't it? That was the
This
long
was
cruise.
our long
yeah.
one. So this was just the two of us.
Yeah.
In June, Pacific Encounter.
We did P&O Pacific Encounter. There's quite a few more sea days on that one with Papua New Guinea, which we really liked. That really gave us the opportunity to take advantage of everything that was on the ship. You got a couple of sea days here, a couple of sea days there, a couple of sea days at the end.
So the 10 nights when you've got a few stops like that seemed to be sort of the perfect, a really good length of time when you
was.
want sort of your main
What did we have?
holiday, I guess.
Four stops, didn't we? Rabaul,
Yeah.
Alato, Conflict Islands. There was some Kirawina Island. Yeah, four very different places actually. It was a good variety. One of the things I would say about that, and we booked our tours in Alatau and Rabaul privately, and I think we got a lot better value than on the ship.
More bang for our buck.
Absolutely.
And we were very well looked after.
Yeah.
It was a very well run, organised tour.
It was. When we went with Rabaul Cruise Tours, Ellis in Rabaul and Sea Alato with Ben in Alato. We would recommend them. We're not saying others aren't, but if you're booking privately, make sure you go with a reputable tour company.
Yeah, we didn't have any concerns for our safety. We didn't have any concerns that we were not going to get back in time, or the little minibus was going to break down. Everything was in good order and safe. Yeah.
However, we did book half-day tours and we did book morning half-day tours just to be on the safe side.
Yeah,
because we'd not been with these tour companies before, so just to be on the safe side.
To be honest, when they say half day, you do we packed a lot into those half days, and they did go on until sort of about 2 o'clock or something.
A lot more than you get on the ship tour.
Yes. So they weren't little small ones. So yeah, they were enough actually. Just to, I guess, just bear in mind some of these half day ones. Yeah, you can get a lot in.
Crack on.
So, and the ship, the Encounter, what did we think of the ship?
The Pacific Encounter?
Yes.
Well, we've been on Pacific Encounter quite a few times now, so it's a bit like home to us, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, we like the entertainment. People say a lot of bad things about the food. I see a lot of people saying bad things about the food on the P&O. What I would say is, it is not as upmarket as some of the other ships. You know, in the main dining rooms, you're not getting the same sort of like... level of food. You're not getting your steaks and you're not getting your lobsters and all that sort of thing. You are more. A lot of it now is more pub style food.
Yes.
But what I would say is we have never had an issue with the quality of the food on P&O, and you get what you pay for it at the end of the day. I think so. Anyway,
yes. So it's good.
We've
it's
always
good
been
value.
happy. We've always been happy with it. We've always found this to be good value. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do we go after there?
Well, we found it such good value. We went again. So we went on the Pacific Encounter and we did the comedy cruise. So this was a 3-nighter in July, and people were saying it's the booze cruise.
These are known as the booze cruises, and we're a little bit apprehensive because we've never been on one of these comedy cruises before. We were expecting to see people falling around drunk.
We had an idea that it was going to be like one giant hen party or stag party, and that we would just be sort of in the middle.
We could not have been more wrong.
No, no. So there's a comedy. Let's put it this way: there is comedy on offer, but it's not a complete comedy cruise.
No, they still do all the other stuff. They had, I think, one of the production shows on one of the nights, but everything else, all the bands, the entertainment, the trivias, and everything else is
You've
all
got
like a normal
all the
cruise.
variety like a normal cruise.
Yeah.
Everything is as good a quality of food and everything. They don't cut back on anything to give you this kind of comedy cruise, just slap everything down. It's a bit kind of rough and everything. It's all beautiful, just the same. And you have, you've got, you do the same things in the daytime. You have your quizzes, you have your fun, you go around the pool, you do all that, all the evening entertainment. But there's lots of comedy on offer if you want it. And I'd actually say, well, I will get onto that later on, you could actually avoid it altogether if you wanted to. If you were not even miserable, if you just don't really like that kind of stand-up comedy and stuff, you could just give it a miss.
You don't.
And you'd have plenty to do.
Yeah, if you just want a weekend away, don't shy away from it because it's a comedy cruise, because you don't actually need to go to it. And when we went later on, and we were, where did we go next?
I mean, you had to wear that red nose the whole time. That was a bit...
I wasn't wearing that.
Yeah, Rob got away with it with our hands, put the plastic one on. So, next was Pacific Encounter again.
Where did we go?
We went nowhere. The cruise to nowhere. These 3 nights really don't. These don't
was this the 80s one we went on next?
Oh my God, 80s.
What I do.
That's where we went. We went back in time to the 80s. Now, when we've just said on the comedy cruise, on that 3-day, you could pretty much avoid comedy altogether.
You can't avoid 80s music on the 80s cruise. If you are a fan of the 80s music, if you grew up during the 80s.
If you're not a fan.
If you just love music, do not miss the 80s cruise. They are phenomenal. They are such good fun. There are dress-up nights, and majority of people got dressed up. In fact, even during the day, people were dressed up. There are competitions. There's music. There's bands. The band that was on playing in next year, and both of the comedy cruises from Brisbane, I think they're called Forever 80s. They were amazing. Second night we were on there, they were playing on the deck. We had 3 decks dancing full. I think every single person on the ship was up on those 3 decks until midnight, and then it carried on. It was an absolute party. 80s party. It was phenomenal. In fact, so much so, we booked, while we were on the cruise, we booked the next 2 80s, the April and August in 2024, and we booked for our girls as well, because they love
We just didn't want them to miss this.
And they
we were like,
love it.
you're going to remember this your whole life.
And since then, in the April one, certainly, they're bringing some friends along as well. So it's,
Yes, they've added to the party.
And there's lots of people that we've met and spoke to who were on that cruise who did exactly the same thing.
Yes.
Don't, if there's one short cruise you do in a year, don't miss the 80s.
Yes. Yeah. Just so much fun.
Then we're
And actually, people were so lovely. It felt like you were in one of those concerts where everybody just bandies together. You're all in it together. So we sort of met a lot of people, and kind of we were looking at costumes, and we were going, oh, you're Madonna, or you're Bruce Springsteen, and all this kind of thing. And you just spoke to people at the bar. It had a really lovely vibe
on
to it.
costumes,
really lovely vibe.
There were some people who went all out, and then there were other people who just went for the neon and the glow, but everybody, it just all blended in.
Some people just had jeans and boots on and just went for that look. Some people, I just put a berry on one night.
To be honest with you,
put a berry on and a dress.
I never recall wearing all that fluoro back in the 80s. We were alive during the 80s. I never remember once wearing a pair of fluorescent orange leggings.
Not that you're going to admit to.
But I did wear a pair of leg warmers for a while. Bit of a secret, letting you. And when I had hair back then, I did have it bleached. I did have it highlights as well.
You did have the Miami Vice. Do you remember the Miami Vice look? The jacket with the white t-shirt and the rolled up sleeves. He did have that as well.
Yeah, I did.
But I went through all the... I went through everything from sort of pencil skirts to... I had the lot.
Anyway, this is not about the 80s cruise. Where do we go then? Did we go to the comedy cruise again then?
Oh, do you know... We had such a good time with these, and as we said, we don't have to take really any time off. We just sort of take a Monday off. Easy to get time off work. So the next one was in October. We went on the Pacific Encounter again.
Well,
for another comedy cruise.
The thing is, you see, during the winter period, but P&O are the only ships that operate out of Brisbane.
Yes.
Everybody else, Carnival and Royal Caribbean, they all go off to different places around the world to do the summer seasons in mainly the US. So, but thank you. A big call out to P&O. Thank you so much for leaving ships here in Brisbane in the winter season so that we can carry on cruising. And having
the good sense, I guess, to have these sort of theme nights. Otherwise, it'd just be the same thing over and over again.
Oh, there's plenty of others. There's Tribute to the King, there's Country, there's 90s, there's a Noughties one as well. So we'll have a look at those as well, see if there are any of those coming up, but the 80s ones. We moved on from the 80s. We're on the comedy. We went on another comedy cruise, didn't we, in October? And this time, we did do more of a relax. This time we did more around the ship rather than running around and doing all the... In fact, I think we spent a lot of time on that cruise, sat out on the Oasis, to be honest with you.
Yes.
The weather was beautiful.
That's the over 18s kind of the grown-up section, the pool. So we just had a nice chill there and just made enjoyment of all the music and the dancing and all that kind of thing. Still did some trivias. Yeah. Loved it. I don't think we must have just gone to one comedy thing on that.
Yeah, maybe.
Again, but we had...
Well, we probably did. We probably went to the shows, because we do go to all the shows. But, but during the day, we did spend a lot more time just relaxing and enjoying the ship.
Yeah, lovely.
Last month.
So then, because we wanted to do another 3-dayer, or another short one, so we wanted to find something a bit different. So Rob found Majestic Princess, and they're called Seacations, which I love that one.
They do.
Seacation.
But actually, it's a cruise to somewhere, not a cruise to nowhere, because it actually went to Eden, didn't it? It went to...
From Sydney?
Yeah, so we flew down to Sydney. We spent the night in Sydney at a great little hotel called the Mariners?
Yes.
Mariners Hotel. I think it cost us $140 for the night in Sydney, and it was 15 minutes from the terminal. Also, super fine, just down the road, Harry's food truck, open till 1 o'clock. We got pie and peas and chips. It was like great, wasn't it? But anyway, that wasn't the cruise.
I know, but just as we thought it was so funny because I looked it up on the phone and went, this is the only place that's open. I think there was a McDonald's that was 24 hours. So I said, oh look, there's this little food truck, and I thought it might be wrong. So I rang him up, and he's like, yep, no, here we're open. We could just walk. It was 5 minutes walk. We thought we had made this terrific little find. When we came back and we were munching away on our food, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
it's heritage listed.
It's not a little secret. It's everybody knows it. So anyway, that's how we found Harry.
But that was a great cruise as well on the Majestic Princess. It's been a while since we've been on a Princess cruise. We got the plus package, so we had the drinks package, we had the Wi-Fi, we had the extra casual dining that you get now in Alfredo's and Catch, although we didn't get on Catch, did we?
So the Majestic Majestic. It is a beautiful ship. You'll see when we've done roundups and we've done tours and things on that one. Beautiful ship, and a little bit different than the others. Again, you just have to do your you have to. You don't have to do anything, do you? It's your holiday. But we found again that we got the most enjoyment from it by going with the pace of the ship. And I guess that's one of the things you have to bear in mind with all these ships. Watch other people, watch us, watch our sort of series, watch other people's series, and you'll get an idea of the pace of the ship. Otherwise, if you're going to want the same thing from different cruises, you're going to be sadly disappointed.
You are, because different cruise lines do offer different things. We did learn our lesson from the Cunard ship, didn't we, on Majestic? And we didn't actually get off at Eden. We did stay on the ship and enjoy the ship. And we've never been to Eden. And we...
So sorry to people in Eden, but we don't even get off to say hello to
But we really did want to make the most of
that was
ship. So that is it. Now our last one of the year, which is coming up on Boxing Day. We're back on the Carnival Luminosa, but we're back on with some old friends, some new friends, some friends that we spent last New Year with, some other friends that we've known for a good number of years, and we've been cruising with them before, even on this ship as well. So we're really looking forward to a fabulous New Year's Eve cruise on Carnival Luminosa. It'll be interesting to see what Carnival does for a new year. That will be our last cruise of the year. We have got quite a few plans for next year. We'll cover those off in a different video. We've got some very exciting plans, some new things that we've not done before. And we've still got a few spaces as well, so anyway, we'll do those.
Few spaces.
That is it for now.
It takes a bit of planning, this, though, doesn't it?
It takes a lot of nights looking at the computer, trying to go trawling through all the cruise, looking for the deals.
Getting bargains, you really do have to get well.
I try to get the bargains.
We get bargains. We look out for things like the packages that you can get. Try to get the best deal. Things that we don't want, like the photograph packages and things like that. We avoid those. So we get what we need and for our packages, and that's how we manage to do it. I think we've said before, we've cut out things like takeaways and going out for restaurant meals and stuff, and that's how we managed to do it, really. So, looking forward to another fun cruise-packed year next year, whether we'll do 43 nights on 5 different cruise lines. And a couple with the girls as well.
Certainly have for the 80s.
Can't wait. And maybe Mum and Dad will come back.
Hopefully.
Mum and Dad are in England. Hopefully. Maybe they will come back and they can join us on some of these cruises
So it's good to cruise with family.
Yeah.
If you... Here she goes again.
Because I was just going to say, we are trying to hit that 5,000 mark for subscribers. Thank you everyone who has subscribed. So, but please do subscribe. We are trying to build up this video channel, and this is the only way we can do it. So please, and forward on the I don't know. This is why I leave it to you.
You don't know.
You shouldn't have made me interrupt. You see, I'm just cheering on now. I can always find a way to blame him.
If you've liked this video, please hit like. Please hit subscribe for the reasons that Al has just told you. If you want to see more of our videos, hit the notification button. We will see you in the next video. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.